Hello, I'm here today because I want to help you nail your next interview. Now, interviews, everyone thinks it's going to be a test of your skills, your knowledge, how well you can answer the questions, but there is much, much more. And I'm going to give you some of my favorite tips. The first one, do your homework. Do a lot of research. The more that you know about the company, the person, the school, the better you will do. You will make better connections. You'll be able to communicate better because you're showing your interest. You're showing that you care about this. So definitely, everywhere you can, find out about the company, person, or school. Next tip, go ahead and prepare as thoroughly as you can. It's wise to get a list of possible questions. Go through those questions and think of nice, short, concise answers. Best of all, if you can prepare some stories. We love stories. If you have half a dozen really good short stories, you're going to be able to move those to any question you might be asked. And it's going to be smooth, it's going to be interesting. So do this as preparation. Then practice and practice and practice. You can't get too much practice. Practice with your friends, practice in front of a mirror, record yourself and watch and see where you can improve. And best of all, if you have the opportunity, find a professional interview coach and work with them. You'll find it really improves the way you present yourself. And I really, really do recommend coaching. I can see that make a huge difference in so many people. Along with this preparation, you'll find working with a coach will build your confidence because you'll be receiving feedback. And as you get more and more positive feedback, you'll feel more confident. You'll know that you can do it because you've been doing it in mock interviews. So work really hard on this and then go to your interview and show that confidence. If you're doing a interview, let them see you as interesting, confident, and someone they really want to talk with. Now, as you can see, I've got my shoulders back. I'm looking at you, and I'm smiling most of the time here. That's what they're looking for. So work on this. If you're doing an online interview, the best way is actually be standing with your feet apart, they'll call it a power position. I call it a confidence position because you can breathe completely, you can express yourself, and you're looking at them and working with them. Okay, next thing, when you go in that interview, you want to make a great first impression. So from the very first second, you show that you're confident, that you're interesting. And if you do it right, that first 8 seconds really wins the interview because you're at the interview because they believe you're very likely the person they want. If you make a good first impression, that reinforces it. And all you've got to do then is kind of continue that throughout the interview. Next tip, watch body language, yours and theirs. Because if you see that they're losing interest or kind of a negative type, start picking up on that. And an interview coach will show you a little bit more of how to do that, of how to mirror, of how to interpret their body language, how to improve your body language, certain things you shouldn't do and certain things you should do. And I'll be following up with more videos to cover some of these things. Okay, as you're doing this throughout the interview, remember, believe in yourself. No matter what type of questions, no matter what goes on, believe in yourself. This will go a long way to nailing that interview. Now, one of the things, this is digressing just a little bit, people will talk about behavioral questions because those are probably the most terrifying. And often they'll tell you use the STAR system. Amazon wants the STAR system. Well, the STAR system is kind of confusing. I have a better system, the iPart system, and I'll be doing a video on that within the next few days, and it will really help you going through the iPart system, maybe a couple of other systems. You'll be able to nail those behavioral questions along with everything else. Well, I hope this has given you a little bit of a head start so that you'll be ready. Now, remember, an interview is not a test of your knowledge and skills. It's really a test of your ability to make a connection with them, to communicate, to show that you are the person they want. So I want you to go out and nail that interview. Thank you, take care, and I hope to see you again soon. Hit that subscribe button and watch for my next video.